Hello everybody, and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. How are you? I hope your day's gone well. What a day it's been. I feel like I've not stopped today. No, that is true, Nicola. I haven't. Makes a change, doesn't it? I'll say it before someone else does. It's been a busy day because we had our launch, of course, of this amazing Christmas rose collection early this morning. I'll give you all the details that you need on that just shortly, but it's flown out of the door. We had our 8 to 10 preview show as well in between times, and here we are just after 5 o'clock in the UK for an hour-long launch party, which is going to be amazing, actually. Within the hour, we've got a lot to cram in. We're going to cram in another look at the Christmas rose collection and a demo. We are also going to be playing another round of our summer craft games. Tonight, 10-pen bowling. Yeah, 10-pen bowling. Just like what you think it sounds like, that's what it's going to be. And we've got Digital Sheena on the show as well with another look at her fantastic brand new Draw the Line collection. So all that is coming up. As always in these later shows, don't forget to comment, because the more you comment, the more chance you have got of winning a prize, which I'll show you in just a few moments' time. But let's say hello to the lady who's joining me over the course of this next hour. It's been nice to me today, actually, because I got to work with Sarah, which is always good. And then I get to work with one of my absolute faves, the fish, How are you?
I'm good, Ben. Yes, not bad at all. I've been around the building today, but I've been prepping and sorting things out, so it's been a really good day. I've had a lovely day. It's been quite an easy day.
Yeah.
I've just been crafting all day.
Well, that's nice, isn't it?
I mean, that's normal, I know,
Yeah.
but I normally have to sort of clear up and get everything sorted, and I've just been leisurely crafting along, listening to Sarah. Yeah. I've been in the other studio.
And you're not surprised, I don't think, like any of us, at how quickly this Christmas rose collection
So
flew.
when I come in, I think you were sort of half hour in the show, and I popped my head round the door and said, how's it doing? And Ben was like, it's flying.
Yeah.
We just knew it would. I'm glad you've loved it, and I'm glad there's still some left that we can do a demo with as well.
Yeah, so I'll very quickly take you through it, because I realise we've only got an hour, and we've got some inspiration with Debbie as well. So the showstopper that we had went, okay, that sold out very quickly, inside 35 minutes. But then we popped together a final bundle. The only thing to say about this, the final bundle does not have the frame in it. That's the only piece that we don't have. That's sold out. The final bundle, which we'll get the details up for you as well on, does not have the Forest Glade stamp in it as well. You can, however, still buy that one individually. So if I just quickly show you, that stamp there, if you want that, you will have to buy that as an individual. It doesn't come within the bundle, and the frame, as I say, has already sold out. Everything else, though, is in the final bundle for £116 or 152 bucks. And the great thing about this, and we don't normally do it, is when the showstopper goes, normally we say, oh, you can't have the half price bonus buy bundle on the papers. You can still do that on the final bundle. So if you buy the final bundle and you pop in the extras of the paper pads, you will get those for half price, all right? So very quickly, I'll go through this because it could take so much time, and we haven't got that much time. The paper pad, first of all, 12 by 12, 24 sheets, double-sided. I mean, I said this the other day, Debbie, and I'll say it again now. When you think of all the Christmas releases that we've done over the years, it's kind of hard to fathom sometimes that are we able to do a collection that looks different? But this collection does. It's so very different, isn't it, to anything else we've done before?
I think this is the paper pad that should be singing as you go through it, because it is so amazing. I mean, look at it. I mean, everywhere you look, there's something going on, whether it's a Santa Claus, whether it's the birds, whether it's the baubles, the flowers in this. I love that we've done Christmas flowers, because I don't think we use them enough.
No.
Christmas roses, your poinsettia, and to do it pink has just made it so beautiful. I just love this pad. I think this could be one of my all-time favourite Christmas pads.
Well, it's funny you should say that. So Sarah said the 12 by 12, one of her all-time favourites. For me, it's the 6 by 6 because it's different.
Yes.
And again, for me, as a someone who likes to dabble, do a little bit, I just look at each and every page here and go, well, that's a card straight away, isn't it?
Absolutely. It is absolutely a card. I would be making sure that you multiple order the mini pad, because it is a topper pad. It's not just a paper pad, it's a topper pad. If you want lovely frames, you could trim the images out if you wanted to and use them with your other dies, and then you've got beautiful frames. I love that they're uncoated. It means we can colour onto them, we can accentuate with them, we can add our glitter glues, we can add our glossy highlights, we can ink them. There's so much you can do with these pages, so that is definitely the one. The paper pad, both of them, I would be saying get extras of those. Yeah,
the 6 by 6 individually has been very, very busy, and we did warn you earlier on that potentially the bonus buy bundle does go eventually for the fact that the 6 by 6 will sell out. You're going to get all of your beautiful linen cardstock in here as well, so all these colours just matching perfectly with the designs that you've got within your papers. Again here, 24 sheets, you're getting 8 different colours and 3 sheets of each. So we set you away really with everything that you need, because you don't have to go scouring around your craft room to find the exact colour matches in your cardstock, because you've got it already within your linen cardstock. And then, as far as your consumables are concerned, a 48-page topper pad. Don't ask me how many items there are here that you can cut out, because I'm not going to count them. I fell for that one before with the animals. Do you know that in the show? I
remember it happened.
I was like, what is going on? But listen, you've got tons and tons in here. And isn't it nice again, Debbie, that you think about, people who are kind of different levels of craft. This is perfect, again, perhaps for people who haven't done a lot of crafting, because it's quite simple to sort of snip in here. Also, pop the items out of here and just make quick, easy cards.
Do you know what, Ben? This whole bundle with the papers and these topper pads, These are for people that are new to crafting. They're people that haven't got die cutting machines. These are ones that you can literally trim out. All you need is glue to go with these, maybe some foam pads. You've got everything in this bundle to be really creative. The kids can craft without any tools. All they need is some scissors. So I absolutely love this. And what beautiful images are in this topper pad.
They are absolutely stunning. The front pages that you're seeing here are the ones which you can simply just pop out, but there's tons of crafting right there. That's just the consumables. I know I did say I was going to whiz through this very quickly, and I feel like I'm going very slowly.
There's just so much to see.
There is. I will speed up for you. So there's all your cardstock consumables, but you will get within this set as well. Beautiful lace. So you get a metre of this beautiful floral lace. You're also going to get a gilding flakes kit as well. That's the colour of your gilding flakes, but you do get the glue in there, your stamp and your little foam pad, so you can take the excess off. The glitter paste in here, let me just tell you, is that not the sparkliest glitter paste we've ever done?
It's amazing, isn't it? It's absolutely incredible. It's like chunky crystals.
Yeah, exactly
like
right.
Crystals.
Like ground up crystals, like a spin in a pestle and mortar.
Yeah, that's exactly like that, yes.
You also get in this, I don't have it with me, but you do also get flower forming foam. That's included, and that makes up the smaller embellishment bundle if you want to go for that. And then let me rattle through the hardware, because you've got beautiful stamps in here. Embossing folders, you've got your beautiful Christmas tree 2D embossing folder.
Are we not just getting better at Christmas trees?
Yeah, I kind of think so.
I know that's a really funny thing to say, but we just do amazing Christmas trees at the moment, and I love them.
We are tremendous. You're going to get a 3D embossing folder, which we'll show you in a second with Debbie. It looks okay here on the board. It looks so much better in a card that Debbie will show you in just a few moments' time. Obviously, to go alongside your flower forming foam, flower forming dies as well. So this is your Christmas poinsettia. You can, of course, cut into your cardstock with that as well. We've also got your beautiful Christmas rose there too. If you want to create depth and dimension with your cards, build up scenes with those Christmas tree dies. You saw Sarah using those earlier on. And then look, you've got your Father Christmas stamp in here. You've got beautiful sentiments in here too for all sorts of different Christmas messages. Sarah loved the edgeable. I know she's a big fan of edgeables. So you've got your snowflake and swirls there. Cut that into either side of the cardstock to create beautiful projects. You've got your Christmas rose wreath in there as well. You want to do some paper piecing. And you've also got your season's greetings. Again, Sarah did a demo with that a little bit earlier on, where you can see you've got that beautiful stamped image that you can cut out with the die as well. So as I say, everything you're going to get in there, apart from the fact you don't get the original frame which was in the bundle, and if you do want that stamp, that one there, you will have to buy that one individually. But it's £116 or £152. Let's have a look at some finished samples with Debbie. And this is the embossing folder I was telling you about. Doesn't look much on the board, but look at it on a card.
I know, look at this sample. It looks absolutely incredible. I just love it. Just using different colour mediums to colour it in. That is exceptional. Absolutely gorgeous. That's Santa Claus. I mean, you're going to want to be putting him on all of your Christmas cards. I absolutely love that. Cutting out baubles from your papers as well. You can see the ribbon, that rose going down. You can use that all year round as well. That's not just Christmas. Look at that embossing folder. How exceptionally beautiful is that? And can you see the gilding flakes all around the edges? I love that way where you can just literally put the glue, just see the shine there, and then you just sprinkle your gilding flakes around there. There's that season's greetings, which is a gorgeous design. I mean, that really just stands out on your card, doesn't it? There's gorgeous stamps in here. Those edgeables, like Ben was saying, down each side of those is amazing. And then there's the flowers on there as well. Now, I do want to show you some of these other samples just before I start a demo, because when you see how gorgeous the papers look, if I just turn that round, look at that paper on the back. I mean, it is just exceptional. Incredible. It's so incredible. I absolutely love that. What a beautiful make. Making little boxes like this with your snowman on there. I know, your topper pads. I mean, look at that. That's exceptional. It's just absolutely beautiful. You've got so many different ways to use them. I love these quirky trees. Very Scandinavian as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
So another one there with the trees and the deer. That's the one from the 6x6 pad as well. And then I do have just one more. I've got to show you this one as well. Wall decoration. I love decorations at Christmas. It's the one time that you can really go to town with Christmas, because lots of people don't make a lot of card inspired projects for the home because they don't don't leave them up for very long. So when you're making Christmas ones like this, I mean, truly remarkable. So absolutely, big shout out to our design team because they've done an incredible job there. Right, Ben, shall we go straight into the demo?
Let's do it, yes.
So I'm going to use, I love this one because I think, I know one of the frames is gone, but this frame is gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful. It's your Christmas rose wreath. Now, the good thing about this one, it comes in 2 parts, so you can cut in and cut out, and I love that about this die. I love dies that you can do multiple things with. So the first thing I want to do, I took some papers from the pad. And I'm not using the pattern side, although that seems far too pretty to waste. But the reason I don't want to use it is because I've made this background paper where I've used the beautiful papers. If I was to then put this on the top, you'd sort of lose it a little bit because we're going to cut into this. But by putting it this way, we've then got that coordinating edge, so which I thought worked really lovely. So what I want to do to start with is to use the outside cutting edge.
Yep.
Just decide which way round you want it to go. So can you see what I mean? If I wanted it that way, I put my die back to front. Doesn't really matter because both the dies look just as beautiful. So we're going to turn that round, pop that there, so I know that's going to go inside. And I'm also just going to use my die at the same time, just so you get an idea of where that die is. It's easier when it's inside, so you can see that you've got it straight at the top and the bottom. So literally, I'm going to just take that one away. That's going to go, making sure I've got a similar sort of room between my score lines and my die. And then we're going to use our low tack tape just to tape that one down. So a little bit of tape on each side, just to hold that in place. I'm putting it right on the inside because then that way, if it does take a little bit of my paper away, it's not going to ruin it. So then we're going to pop that through onto our mat.
Yeah.
They're thin metal dies, and because I'm just doing an outside cutting edge, I'm actually going to take away my magnetic shim. Because I want to use that outside to place onto some acetate, we're going to make a little dome front card. Because I know that that one shape will cut really easy without, I don't want to stretch the fibres of my card, because what I want to do next is use both the dies to cut out the image.
Okay.
So by elevating the pressure, it means we're not going to warp our cardstock. So I'm just going to pop them back in, and then we're going to take these two. So that's giving me my aperture, like so. I'm going to just reinforce those score lines. I'm going to pop that one to the side and just bring in this colour. I love this colour. In fact, I know I said about multiples with the pad and the paper pad,
yeah,
but the colours in this pad are going to go all year round, Ben, and
absolutely.
I think they're going to be beautiful colours to use. There's that olive green in there and this beautiful rust colour. There's just going to be, and actually, colours are going to go for Halloween as well.
Oh, yes.
So, yeah, I think there's multiple uses for that cardstock. So we're just going to place both of them in like so, and then I'm just going to take that one down as well. And then you'll be able to see just how beautiful they cut out. So I'm just making sure we have a similar line between the die and the outline die. Mm-hmm. Like so, and then let's just pop one across there, and I'll put one across there and run that one through.
Just whilst you're running it through, Terry just saying this collection is stunning. I'm going to have to get at least some of it. You can pick and mix. You can choose your smaller bundles as well. Like we said, I'd be going for some of the paper pads, certainly that 6x6 as well, multi-order on those. Stunning to see these makes from the team. Love the boxes and bags, says Sarah. And crafting, not grafting by Hilary, says, hello everyone from Hilary and Holly. I've cherry-picked some bits of the collection. Keep the comments coming. We've got some Wild at Heart goodies to give away at the end of the show to someone who fires through a comment. Al's watching, and Jessica and Pat. And also Jeanette McPake. Can Al win?
No, he's not allowed to win.
Oh, there you go. The boss has spoken. Al, you can't win.
They would think it was cheating.
Oops.
Who's on social? Susie tonight?
Susie on the socials tonight.
Susie knows Al, so she won't pick Al.
Don't pick Al. Pick someone more deserving.
Right, so look at this. I mean, this is just a beautiful die.
Yeah.
So absolutely gorgeous. So we've got that cut out, so we know that that's going to go other way inside our aperture there. So beautiful. But what we do need to do now is to create, let's just bring these ones in. with our acetate. So I've got a piece of acetate here. Now I've cut my acetate, let me give you the sizes as well. I've cut my acetate to 4 1/4 inches. I've cut my cardstock to 5 1/2 inches by 5 1/2 inches, and I've scored at 1/2 inch on each side.
Okay.
So our acetate is going to go inside like so, but my acetate is smaller than what the inside measurement is.
Right.
It means when I bend this round, we're going to create that domed front card. So let's just place that onto, what am I doing for, oh no, it's not, I don't know what I'm talking about, Ben. That's normal for me though, isn't it? It's this piece that's bigger than my acetate, not this piece. So what we're going to do with this one is I'm just using my dotty tape pen really gently to go round all those edges, because what I want to do is stick the acetate onto the back, because then that's giving me a base for my die cut to go in the middle. So just popping that down like so.
It's been one of those days today. I feel like people have been, I certainly have been getting me words muddled up, and Sarah was getting in a bit of a muddle with a few demos and stuff. Maybe it's the heat. Perhaps that's what it is.
Maybe it's the heat.
Al says, I'm already a winner, Ben. I have Debbie.
Aww. He is such a sweetheart.
Yeah. He is. He's a keeper.
He is a keeper. He's absolutely a keeper. Yeah.
Just a few more hellos. I didn't say hello at the start of the show, did I? Sorry, everybody. I didn't say hello at the start of the show. Is that what I said there, Nicola? Sorry, I went back to my roots and I started talking proper Devonshire. Hello, Sherry from Oregon, Heather from Texas. Hello, Janice from Texas, and Sarah from Tennessee. And hello, Crystal from Kentucky. All right, my love. Mistress Dow's in the soggy London, and Zoe Carver says, good evening all from West Sussex. I've been listening to the Wurzels a lot over the last few days, so maybe that's the reason why. Yeah. I've got a brand new combine harvester, yeah. And I am a cider drinker. Yes. And the Blackbird song as well, which is a good one.
The Blackbird song.
Where be that blackbird be? I know where he be. He be up the Wurzel tree and I be after he. No?
I've never heard that one.
You've never heard of you want to listen to that by the Wurzels? I sees he sees I. Can't say the next word because it's a bit of a naughty one. Well, I can't say it. It's not rude, but I can't say it. It's called The Blackbird by the Wurzels.
Does it have Rudy songs in it then?
No, it's not. It's not a really bad word, but I didn't really feel like I'd say it.
Oh,
it rhymes with rugger. Begins with a B.
Oh, okay.
That's a bit of a naughty. You can't really say that word. It's a bit naughty.
Yeah, I suppose not.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I could say it and I'd probably get away with it with you guys, wouldn't I?
I don't think that's a bad word. I think if you say it in the song, it's not a bad word. And I don't actually, I mean, I would say it because I would say, oh, he's a little bugger.
Oh, she's done it! Wait for the complaints to fly in now.
I don't think that's a bad word. No, it's not a bad word. So I've mat and layered that, you can see. So we've got just that edge coming out there, which creates the background bit at all. And then we're going to bring this one in. So let me just, sorry, I was just trying to think what I was doing next. I'm actually thinking to myself, I was going to do cut a flower, but I've already got one. So let's make that one up. So we're going to place this on here. Now you can at this stage, because we've got lots to get through on the show, you can do a little bit of paper piecing. But I'm not going to do that on this one, but I will show you the finished card in a second. Now, I've cut my flower and stamped it. I love that we got the flowers and the stamps. I've also gone ahead and just stamped one of our sentiments. The sentiments on here, honestly, keep them really handy because you're going to be using them on everything. So this one is, may your Christmas sparkle with moments of love, laughter, and may the year ahead be filled with joy. I mean, there's lovely sentiments in here and you're going to just love all of them. So just placing that one on there. So we've got our flower, got a little leaf there, and then we're going to put this one together. So I want to make sure that when we put this over, we can see our sentiment all the way through. So I'm going to put that a little bit lower there. then we can just put our tape all the way down. So that's going to go about there. I'm just not going to rub that down until I know, yep, I think that will be about good. A little bit over. There we go. And then we're going to just put our tape all down the edges here.
Yep.
To stick to the back. Now once you've done that, you're going to then do one side at a time. So we're just going to use this one. I think I had it this way, yes. We're going to use this one first and just come in like so, down that edge. And I'm going to burnish that one as well before I put the other. So you can see that one's a lot wider. So then you move that one in. So as that comes in, you're literally going to come in on that side. I'm just making sure I've got that one covered. Yep. And then we can rub that one down as well. And then burnish that one in as well. And that will really keep it from coming unstuck. And then all I'm going to do is go round the edges here. And on the other side. And then that's going to go on the front of our card, just like so. And then we would just add our flower. It is so pretty, and everything comes together. So we're going to add our flower there, put a little leaf, and then I'm going to bring in my finished card and just show you what I've done on this. If I bring it in, exactly the same, but can you see I've just cut again with a bit of green cardstock. So you're just going to use, and look at, I mean, that olive green in there is beautiful. So what you're going to do is use that to just paper piece a couple of the little pieces, extra little pieces of leaves, and then I've just put some of the white berries, cut it out in white, and place them at the side. And there we go. If I turn that round, you'll be able to see that beautiful card. I love that, Ben, and I love that frame. Beautiful one to have. It's
a gorgeous collection. Lovely to see that frame in action too. And if you want more inspiration, go back and watch the launch show from earlier with Sarah. So you've got Debbie's take, Sarah's take. Craig's got it a week today on a launch party as well. And then you've got the craft along with Debbie actually on the 21st of August.
Yes, I might have to rethink it. I've done it already, but I've used the frame that we haven't got anymore. But I'm not sure if that really matters because it's a craft along.
Yeah, so a lot of people already have it. Oh no, says Crafty Tasty Lou. The Christmas rose. Oh no, you say? Oh no? Surely, oh yes. Do you mean, oh no, I need to buy the Christmas rose? I don't know what you mean. Oh no. I say, oh yes. Sarah Thompson says the Christmas rose die is gorgeous. One of the items I chose when I put my collection together. Love this collection, especially the 6x6 pad, says Jeanette. Oh, Stacey Lou's on a serious spending ban. Oh no, then yes, I agree with you. Oh no, but maybe oh yes. You know what I mean, though? Sometimes you go like, oh no, but then you see something, you think, oh well, maybe oh yes. Chica says, I knew this collection would fly. That's why I bought it as soon as possible. And Janelle says, cherry picked a few items. I had to also add Sheena's Draw the Line and Seize the Day. Cannot wait to get my new stuff and have a play. Rhymes that. Yeah, you're a poet and you don't know it. Talking of Draw the Line, we're going to say hello to Digital Sheena in just a second because we're going to have a look back at her using this Draw the Line collection. If you are someone who loves that technique, if you've done that and you haven't yet picked up this collection, then you need to grab it. Because what you've got in here are stamps, scenes if you like, specifically designed for you to work alongside when you do the Draw the Line. I mean, these will work outside of that, of course they will. If you just like the stamps for what they are and you want to build up your own scenes with these, you can. But the point is, these have been specifically designed so that you do that Draw the Line technique and then you've got the ability to add these over the top. So you've got this beautiful scene here, which is the Relax and Renew. So you've got the trees, you've got that kind of background there, the countryside, hot air balloons and the fantastic plane in there too. Relax and renew and your time. You've then also got your trees in here as well. You're going to see these with Sheena in just a second actually because she did some fabulous demos with these when she launched. You've then got the stags and the trees. This one is called One with Nature. Love the little boxing hares that you've got in there as well. And then this one here, which is, again, more of that sort of, well, it's Evesham actually. Sheena says that is a beautiful scene of Evesham. You've got that beautiful bench in there and some more fantastic sentiments. You're also going to get your tricolour aqua pens. The pens, as Sheena will describe in this video, are specifically chosen for this collection, not new colours, but new configurations. And then if you go for the showstopper, you're basically paying an extra £15 or $20 for £39 or $49 worth of stuff, which is your pad. You're going to get your premium black pad. I feel like it was watercolour pad before when we had the showstopper. Ah, has it changed? Is this... Right, so you will get a watercolour pad, not the black one. Look at me with my knowledge. It's almost like I'm here every day. So you're going to get 30 sheets of the premium watercolour. You're also going to get your finesse watercolour, waterproof dye rather, in the Noir Black. And you are going to get your stamping. It's just a stamping platform, not the base with it, so just the platform. $47.96 or $63.99. Enough of my waffling. You want to see how this works. You want to see the master in action. So let's hand you over to Sheena. When we come back, keep commenting, by the way, because we will give away that prize in just a little while. And when we come back, we will have our Summercraft Games game for you too. But here is Sheena explaining more about this collection and showing you just how to use it to its full potential.
Right, so this is the card I thought we'd prepare. I love this card, Debbie's created. So we've got colour introduced now, clearly. Yeah? Do you like that? So what I've done is I've got a bit of card bigger than what I want to end up with. Not massively bigger, just a little bit of trim inside for those little jaggedy edges, yeah? And so what I've done, if you can see very, very, very faintly, just this might help you. You can map out some lines. If I do that, can you see there's a very faint... Just before you go in with your pen, if it gives you a bit more confidence, but even broken lines, just a little bit of, just I'll make one start about there, and I'll do a little wibble there, and then a little wibble there, and a little bit there. That's it, that's my map, that's all I need. That's enough for me to think, right, that's where I'm going with it, right? So next thing is, what colours am I going to use? Well, I'm going to use the dark brown and the blue from this one, and possibly the lighter brown, and definitely the green. So this pen's absolutely going to feature. I might feature this one as well. Debbie may not have featured that, but if I use the, if I used a black in there, it would have more drama and impact, a bit more pop to it. The colours would be more darker. Let's try it without the black. Let's do it without the black. Let's do the dark brown and the light brown. So the first line I'm going to do is and look, you're fine to take the lids off your colours. Just know when you put the colours back, you're going to have to spend a bit of time thinking about which colours are going back on which lids. That's all kinds of fun when you get to it, just, again. So let's start. Let's do I'm going to do a dark brown line here, and I'm just going to double that up. Then I'm going to do a light brown line above that one, and I might even double that up. Then I'm going to do blue down here, and that's going to be my main line for that bit. I'm going to do a bit of brown again, but I'm going to do more green there. And then I'm going to maybe do a little bit of blue. Now, I don't want to take loads of time on here. This is important that I'm not spending loads of time doing this, because if I do spend loads of time, this is already starting to dry. So I really don't want to push it. The foreground, I can play with that Ben shortly. But what I'm going to do now is wet this bit here. And that's really, sometimes you need to go over a double little hit like that. And then I'm just going to wick that up there. So can you see we've got that really nice. When I put the second brush stroke on, I'm not going back into the tree line, because that would smooth out that lovely texture I've got going on. And I don't want to do that, but I want a little bit more going on at the bottom there. So I've just wet that a little bit. And if I pull that across, we've got that now, that glacier look for the lake.
How good is that? Come on.
See, this is the magic bit. This is the bit. And the more you do this, the more you get the feel of it. So, you will have to go back in and add a little bit of colour if you're doing like foreground and background, because this clearly, I need to add colour into the foreground. But the background's pretty much almost taken care of. But what I want to do is, let's do that blue sky. Now, let's take care of that. So we can pop that blue there, and let's just paint across there like this. So put the colour in and just now drag it down, a little bit of water, less water, and then cease and desist. Put the paintbrush down, walk away, ma'am, nothing to see.
Step away from the brush.
And that's good, right? And then if you can put little clouds and things, we can play with that a bit later, but that's sorted there. Now the next thing is we need to make this bottom darker, don't we? Because it's a foreground. So we need to colour that in. So we need to put quite a bit of colour down like this, and I might even put some of that darker brown down into this mix here. I'm going to try not to colour into my, into the wet areas.
Yeah.
You could even do a suggestion of maybe a little blue still coming into here somewhere. Maybe that's a little like kind of, bit of wet land or something. So you see how we're just building that up now, just so we've done most of it with just the quickest application possible, but now we're just colouring in the rest with the, more of a traditional colouring in bit, but we've already got the areas mapped out, haven't we? So that's not difficult, and it's the big brush. So again, easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
We are super, super busy. Everybody, if you haven't yet got this collection, then please do, because this is what you're going to be able to achieve, and a whole host more. Lots of people just suggesting other things they want to see now. Draw the line too. Lisa says, I'd like some silhouette giraffes, elephants and gazelles.
Oh, for like an African kind of...
Like watering holes.
Lovely.
And the sunset. And
Lovely.
someone else suggested, Rose saying, what about silhouettes of buildings maybe for like a cityscape? Like a cityscape, yeah.
That'd be cool too, yeah. Definitely, put me down for all of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll have a Leanne meeting.
We will.
Yeah, for sure.
Draw the line 2 coming soon.
Yeah, the return.
Yeah.
Like Freddy Krueger. So I think that's about as much as I can do there for now. But look at the colour we've got in there. It's glorious, isn't it? So now we can look at stamps on there.
Yeah.
So if you look, Debbie's featured the geese here, but just some of them, and the trees here for the perspective. And she's drawn in little kind of, you know what she's done? And I forgot to tell you this bit. You know what fell out my head? If you scratch this card with your stylus, right,
yes.
and then do draw the line, what you'll get is, can you see here where it looks like tree trunks?
Yeah.
That will wick up into those little bits there, and it'll look like little tree trunks.
Gotcha.
Can you see?
Yeah.
So that's what, if I'd done that, that's the effect you would have got. However, what we can do, because we've got stamps now, is we can actually stamp that tree line in the background by stamping with the colour. So if you want to stamp those back there and have those, let's do that. Let's pop this on. Just so we said, you can see how gorgeous Debbie's card is. So we could just replicate that exactly, or we can just tweak it a little bit so you can see variations on it. So if I tell you what she's done, then you can replicate that, but we'll also just tweak it slightly so you can see an alternative. I think that makes sense, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So let me do this for speed, just take some of that off there.
Stunning, says Fiona. Thank you, Sheena. Such an amazing idea. I bought the showstopper with a few accidental extra bits that just have to have. And Susan says, Sheena, you make us all look like an artist. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, that's exactly what my job is. Yeah, that's it. Because if I don't, if you don't look good, we don't look good.
Yeah, she's just doing her job.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Absolutely, because it's you need to be able to rock this, or we failed. Okay, so I'm going to pop that about there, I think, and then see what we get. So this is just stamping with the pen. Oh yeah, that'll be fine. We can work with that.
Nice.
And then we'll get the water, and then just drag this up. We can pop a little bit of the colour. So we don't want it really strong, you see. You don't want it super defined, because it's in the distance. So we just want a sort of a shape of that. So fill in the little bits. If I'd put a little bit more on there, it would have filled in a little bit more, but I didn't want that. I just wanted the suggestion of the texture. But I wanted it also to look in the distance, so not the black. I didn't want the black ink on there. I just wanted a little bit of the look of that golden kind of autumnal colour. So now we've got that in the background, and then we need to look at stamping and bring things forward, Ben. This was Debbie's, but I've mixed it up. I've brought some different things in. So instead of using the scratchy technique here, so if you scratch before you put the colour on, when you paint, it'll wick up and make these little looks like it was tree, like trunks. I was going to say tree stalks.
Tree stalks.
Tree stalks. But so what I did instead, to show you an alternative, is I used the stamp and I coloured the stamp in with the same colour I'd used in the background, so that it blends in with the background. it's kind of, it doesn't jar, it's not a focal, it's not going to jump out, because the main images are going to be these trees here. Does that make sense? Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put that moon in the sky. Sorry, I've got a hiccup. So I'm going to take my round brush and I'm going to decide where I'm going to put that moon, and I'm going to just draw a circle. Now, if you're not great at drawing circles, definitely draw around something, because it'll end up where it's like one of, you know, yeah, like, what is it, you know, when the meteorites are planting this thing in towards Earth.
Oh, like a...
What's that with Tia Leone one? What's it called again? Deep Impact or something, wasn't it?
Armageddon?
Yeah, something like that, yeah. We need Bruce to go
Bruce,
there, and he's going to save the world.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen that movie all the way through. Are they like drill? They're like deep sea oil.
Mining on the planet and stuff and blowing it up, aren't they? And the Aerosmith songs in it.
Yeah. And I won't spoil it for you if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But Bruce saves the day, doesn't he?
End. Yeah, but Bruce would sort it out.
Yeah,
of course he would.
Of course.
So then what you can do is you can do the reflection. If you look down here, so this is where you're going to get some reflection off the moon. So you can do it kind of like linear, or you can do it kind of moony kind of shape, but there'll definitely be a reflection there. So as you just do like kind of ripple like that, and then you can drag it out a little bit and a little bit less. Can you see how now you've got like a highlight on that lake there? And just have a play like that, so you've got that little highlight going on. And then you can put some clouds in the sky as well, but I quite like that sky. It looks quite tranquil, doesn't it? Yeah. Should we leave it just tranquil? What you can then do, so you wanted to see some reflections in that water. Let me just dry that a little bit. So if I was doing reflections, they're going to be broken. They're not going to be as strong as the trees.
Okay.
The colour and the shape. So I'm going to put a little bit of that brown there, and I'm going to water this down quite a bit, and then maybe just do a little bit of a little suggestion. Can you see how I'm just doing little wibbly wobbles like that?
Little wibbly wobbles.
Wibbly wobble. Yeah. So it just gives the impression of it.
Very good. And nothing too technical again, is it really? Just a little, like you say, a little wibbly wobble.
Yeah, because the water would be rippling, wouldn't it?
Stephanie's just asking, is there a secret to getting the moon so round, or does that just come from years of practice?
Yeah, that's with astigmatism as well, I tell you. Just be going, I must have gone to Specsavers. Yeah, I've got a really bad astigmatism.
Have you?
Yeah, really bad, yeah. In both eyes, yeah.
So is it just...
But it's just practice. Yeah, that is it. There's no secret, yeah. Just start small and then work out, and you just,
But if you've got, like you said earlier, if you've got like a really, you could draw around something.
Draw around something.
Or if you've got like a little small...
A coin or something, absolutely, a coin bend, something like that.
Or one of your little dies, you could...
Little dies, anything like that. Have little circles cut,
circle die.
And then they're little, they're going to help you. So can you see how we've just got that little impression of them just in the reflecting there?
Yeah.
And then we can look at little foliage bits. We can put that in, or we can put that in after we get the main elements in. So what I'm going to do now, because I want these trees to look really bold and strong, I'm going to use the repositionable magnetic for this one. Okay, because that would be my go-to when I want it to be super strong, the image. I can use my rocker block, and I might be great with a rocker block, but because I've done all that work on there, all that painting, I don't want to take the chance. Okay? So
a question as well, just whilst you're doing this, and it's a good one, from Wendy Myers, who wants to know, is there a right and wrong side to watercolour paper?
And there's another good question. Sometimes, yes. Sometimes there is. Some companies, this is the thing about you see what I mean about the variables? Some companies will just have the sizing, the stuff that, makes the paint work as it should on one side. And it is one-sided. And sometimes you can tell with the texture, if it's got like a texture on it, one side will be like a positive and a negative. The bumps will go up usually on the positive side. and they'll go down on the negative side. So it is, honestly, it is such a, it's not easy watercolour card, trust me. So I would like to be able to say a simple yes or a no, but it's one of those things, depends whose it is. Yeah, it really does. Very, very frustrating, Ben. So I'm going to pop that there.
Okay.
Back there. So he's like the star of the show there. He's going to be right front and foremost, kind of prominent. We'll stamp him first. And we'll use that lovely new ink pad. That's a good deal that you get to try the new brand new shaping pad too.
It is.
First time, eh?
You are over 40% of the stock of the showstopper gone. Recap on all of that for you as well. We'll give you time in just a while to get your deal if you haven't yet got it. And as I say, we'll probably do a bit more of this later if you want us to on Colour Me Happy, which has also got your question section. And round 3 of the Summer Craft Games. Desktop vacuum curling tonight.
Hey! Obviously, that old classic.
That old classic, yeah. You won't see that at those other games that we're not allowed to mention, would you?
Exactly.
Hey?
I was the best in school at that.
Desktop vacuum curling?
Absolutely.
Well, I was the best in my school.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
Absolutely.
Pretty, isn't it? See how it's got that depth now? You're looking into the picture already. And then this little guy's obviously smaller, so that he will then now stand somewhere like back there because he's, you know, he's in the distance, isn't he?
He's a wee
So
tree.
we'll pop him there.
Susan Urch says, Ben and Sheena, you've convinced me to order the showstopper. Marvellous.
Oh.
Enjoy. And Colleen says, love, 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 draw the line.
Fantastic, thank you. You know what, I think why you love it is because it's so achievable. You know, you can do it. It looks amazing, but it's achievable. It's not one of those things that when, you know, you have to get lucky, 1 in 10 works for you.
Yeah.
It just works, which is brilliant. Now, those trees, the important thing to know here is at the minute they look like hover trees, right? And we don't want them to look like hover trees.
No.
They need to be grounded. They need to have shadow underneath them. I can't remember. There's a few questions earlier that I'll try and come back to, but we need to address that soon, which we'll do like now. We'll get shadow underneath the trees. So I'm going to come in with the black and maybe a bit of the brown as well, and even a little bit of green if we want as well. Green also. Just put those colours there, and we'll take some of these two to start with, these darker colours, and just, can you see how there's there's a start of that suggests where that tree's going? Yeah?
Lay the roots of the tree, aye.
And then we'll go in with the black, so I maybe think this side might be a bit darker down here.
Yeah.
And so we'll do the same with this little guy here.
Rosalind says some faux snow on the trees would give it a nice winter look. It would.
Yeah,
It's got a bit of an
absolutely.
autumnal feel at the minute, hasn't it?
Oh, absolutely fabulous. So all year round, yeah. You can put little dotty things on them for a little bit of foliage for autumn or summer even, if you want them to look summery. Yeah, really is a good value set. And again, tools for just upping your game in the watercolour, you know, thing. These will work with your watercolour fusion as well. You know,
yeah.
you'll be able to do all of that and paint the trees in and then heat the ink and it'll get rid of them. Can you imagine that? Just painting them in yourself with it.
Yes.
So can you see how that's working there? We'll put the geese flying now.
The cheese?
Yeah.
Oh, the
The
geese.
geese. What did you think I said?
Cheese.
Cheese. Are you hungry, pet? You a bit peckish there, Ben?
Funnily enough, I was just thinking, oh yeah, about 25 minutes ago, get me dinner.
I've got to nip out for some.
Yeah, I have as well, actually.
Yeah. So I don't want to stamp all of them. I just want to stamp those three. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tape those ones up first. Those other ones I don't want. So I'll put a bit of tape over.
Wendy thinks, from what you said, she's been using the watercolour card on the wrong side. That's what she thinks the problem must be.
Could be then.
Yeah. And thank you to Laura, who says, Sheena, this is amazing. I can sit and watch you every day. It is so therapeutic, and I cannot wait for mine to arrive now.
Oh,
Laura.
Thank you. Well, 2 days in a row, I like that. We were just saying maybe we should try and do a few more 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like that.
Yeah, Sheena residency. Yeah, you could have like a residency like they do in Las Vegas and just like be here for like 6 weeks or something.
Yeah. You'd be begging for a release then, a lot of you. So we've got the little geese flying over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this down.
Yeah.
See how that. But also I forgot we could do a little bit of texture on there as well. So if you want to do a little bit of grass and things, we can scribble a bit of that, a bit more, a little bit of brown. And then you can just use your brush, pop a little bit and do some little bits with a small brush if you want to just give it a little bit more texture. Or you could use that, you know, that smaller tree in the other set that looks, and we used it as like the bracken kind of look on the black card, which I'll bring in a minute and show you. If you didn't want to paint even this much, you could use that to do that.
Just taking a cheese now, sorry.
Speed painting again.
Laura Enos has just said, been MIA for a while, missing in action, as I've been on a strict budget. As I was in the process of buying a new home. We'll let you off.
Oh, good, exciting.
Very exciting. Got the keys yesterday. Nice. Where you moved to? Give us all the deets. And when's the party? The housewarming party? We'll be there. So got the keys yesterday, so I decided to treat myself to Sheena's Draw the Line. My new craft room is much larger than my old one. I love that. Is that why you moved house, just to get a bigger craft room?
Yeah, really, I like your thinking. Priorities, yeah.
Yeah. It's not a craft room, it's a craft house.
Craft house.
Yeah.
So I'm just trimming this to fit this frame, almost there. And then do you want me to show you how to use your pens to blend around the outside as well? So instead of using your ink pad, and then we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you would do is we'll use the black for that. We'll just scribble, splodge like that. We use a little bit of glycerin.
Ah, yes.
Glycerin's the magic ingredient. You need that because what that'll do is thicken the ink up and it'll slow down the drying time. And it means that we can then use your pens and have them behave like a blending ink, which they would not behave. They wouldn't do that. They're not being formulated for that, but thanks to the glycerin, they will. So I'm going to take a bit of that off, take the excess off on a piece of scrap cord just to get the right amount of mix in there, and then you can go around and just give it that nice vignette look, and it just draws your eye into the centre a little bit. I think it just finishes the card off, just not too much. You don't want it too dark, don't want it to look smoke damage or anything, just enough to draw the eye to the centre, and it makes the centre glow a little bit more, just a little bit more at the corners, just to kind of an oval, kind of like that, you know, as I said, that vignette thing. And then we'll stick that on there, stick the greeting on, and then that'll be one that someone's going to have at home.
Oh, yes.
With the other bits that I've made. Yeah?
2 we're going to give away at the end of the show, signed by Sheena.
So I do that while you do some talking?
I'll do some talking, then we'll do some breaking as well. And you can do some checking out in as well. Vanessa says, I am loving this showstopper today. The way Sheena is painting reminds me of the Bob Ross techniques. Sheena is really talented, says Vanessa.
Thank you.
Yeah, I reckon you could probably pull off the Bob Ross hairstyle.
I need to do it. I do. Big hair, back to the 80s. I had the big hair in the 80s. I posted a thing on my Facebook page of the home perms thing. Oh, the amount of home perms, and I did have them done as well.
Did you?
Oh yeah, I had the curly perm thing.
Did you?
Oh yeah. Well, it was the law for a while. It's like if you had straight hair, you know, you were like
the
outcast. Yeah,
hair police.
Get it? You were like nobody had straight hair in the 80s.
Oh.
Yeah. The bigger the hair, the better. And
Bigger the better.
Yeah, bigger the earrings, bigger the hair, brighter the eyeshadow. Boom. Great look.
Everything was bigger and brighter in the 80s, wasn't it, eh?
Shoulder pads.
Yeah,
huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Just relax, Ben.
Yeah, I will.
There you are. Done.
Boom.
Not bad in real time, eh?
I mean...
It's nice to do it together from absolute scratch, isn't it?
Fantastic, isn't it? The Draw the Line collection. It was so nice to see Sheena again, just showing us how to get the best out of that collection. And lots of lovely comments coming through. Dawn Lavallee, Sheena makes it look so easy. Love watching Sheena make these. I think I have watched these videos a dozen times for inspiration, says Sarah. And Suzanne Dawn says, I wonder what Ben and Debbie do whilst we're watching this. Well, we're getting ready for tomorrow's shows. Very quickly, before we get on to tonight's game, which is 10-pen bowling, did you know we've got a new to CCV paper pad? It's called Under the Sea. 32 double-sided sheets. Absolutely beautiful. If you've recently picked up the Seize the Day collection, or indeed, if you already have the Enchanted Ocean collection, this is an absolute must-have. I think if you go to the Shop the Show page, you'll be able to grab this. I think if you've watched HSN, you'll have seen this before, but you won't have seen this before on Crafters TV. So first opportunity to pick this one up. 10% saving tonight. Platinum price is $10.79 or $14.39. Get it in your basket and you'll thank us later. We are rapidly running out of time. We have to do the Summer Craft Games game. Get your votes in now as to who you think is going to win tonight's game, which is 10-pen bowling. Do you want your ball? Gonna have to be quick on this one tonight. 10-pen bowling. Debbie won last night, of course, with the discus, didn't you?
Yeah, but I'm really rubbish at this game.
Well, basically, it's like 10-pin bowling, but we've lined up 10 pens, right? We've each got a yarn ball, and we are going to chuck it at the pens. Whoever knocks down the most pens in, it's not going to be many goes, is it? 3 goes each, wins.
So 3 goes...
3 goes each, yeah. So I go, you go, I go, you go, I go, you go.
Right, so we have to keep resetting up.
Yeah, we'll have to be quick.
I can't have 3 attempts to knock them all down.
No.
Just try my luck.
Yeah, you might get them all in one go.
I mean, I was quite creative earlier. When I threw it, I caught the very last one on the end.
You did.
How I managed that, I don't know.
Minimalist 10-pen bowling. Place your bets. Who do you think is going to win? And at the end of this, we'll announce who has won tonight's prize, which are the ink pads from the Wild at Heart collection and lovely embossing folder as well. Do you want to go first or second?
First.
Okay. Fire away.
Okay.
Oh, yes, you get your ball. Debbie scored 7. 7 with her first throw.
That was my best one.
That was very good, actually. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, 7. Feel free to try all of these at home as well, and let us know if you do. We'd love to see your videos. Are we allowed to throw overarm then, are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't do it underarm. Oh, 7.
7. Shall I?
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. You be the ball getter.
I'll get your ball. You do the pens.
Hi. Good to see you.
I like these games.
They're fun, aren't they? I think we've been very creative with the game so far. So round 2, 7 each. Look at this. Look at you go. All right, pushing me out the way. Whoa!
Oh, that wasn't very good.
6. It was
6.
good. If you're wondering what we were doing in between times whilst you're watching Sheena, we were playing this. Just don't tell the boss. The big boss came round earlier on. I'm glad we weren't doing this then.
the yarn balls. Good job there's lots of them.
So did you get 6? Okay. Nine.
9, oh dear.
So what is the overall score now?
Is that your second one?
7, 7, 16, 16, 13, and this is the final throw each. So you need a big one here. Look at this, here we go. Whoa! She launched into that one. There was some anger behind that, wasn't there? Gee whiz! She's knocked him flying. What the? So, and there's one missing. Where is it?
Where's it gone?
There's one four.
Oh, there it is. Look, right
I thought it's gone about 5 miles across the studio. What's the score now then? Debbie is on 22. I'm on what?
You need to get 7.
7 to win, or 6 to tie. Okay. And if it's a tie, we'll call it a tie. 7. 6.
Oh, it's
It's
a
a tie.
tie. Can
We'll
you
call it a
believe
draw
that?
tonight, shall we?
Yes,
Yes.
I like that. It's a draw.
That was fun, that game, wasn't
That
it?
was fun.
I wish we'd left more time to
10
play.
pen bowling. I like that one.
We potentially could play again. I think I'm on Team Debbie, says Pat. Go Ben, says Margaret. Do they get bonus points for taking out the displays as well, says Zoe. Well, it was a draw, and I can say thank you tonight for all of your comments. The winner of our prize is Karen Austin.
Yay,
Congratulations,
well done, Karen.
You have won these prizes just here. CTV prizes at crafterscompanion.co.uk, and we will get those sent out to you. You're not here tomorrow, are you?
I'm not here tomorrow. I am here tomorrow.
not here.
I'm filming.
Yeah.
I'm filming with Johnny tomorrow. So, yes. Oh, and Sam. Yep. So, yeah.
You'll be around.
I'll be around.
I'm here tomorrow. Guess
Sheena Day.
she's back, isn't she? We've got a craft along with Sheena, and also I'm getting my dates confused. Tomorrow, yes,
Oh, yes.
the launch of Juniper Frost.
Yes, that's amazing. I've been prepping with that today.
Yeah.
For next week at Hobby Maker.
It's the next of your colour trends collection, mixed media stuff. So Sheena's going to be perfect to launch that, isn't she?
Absolutely. She's never done that one before, and it's everything that she loves. So all that messy play is just going to be right up her street.
Thanks for a fab day. Thank you to Sarah.
thank you.
Thank you to all the team. And most importantly, thank you to you guys for watching. We will do all over again tomorrow. Until then, check out your baskets and enjoy your Tuesday.